Hello, everyone. How are you doing out there today? How's everyone doing this evening? Good, good, good. I want to thank each and every one of you for allowing me another opportunity to come before you right now. And I know, that's going on, and we have to get things taken care of, and we got to, just move into and about throughout our lives. I thank you for allowing me an opportunity to come to you right now to share a message. And that is a message of hope, that is a message of inspiration, and that is a message of empowerment. And this is what I love to do. So thank you for allowing me to come into your house, and I'm allowing you to come into my house right now. So my name is Mr. Reggie, and I've just started the podcast. I've done several segments so far, and I do apologize because I may not have things fine tuned and tweaked like some, all the fancy makeup, all these action camera and the impromptus of what to say, not to say, the background flowing, all these things that enhances someone else's podcast. I'm coming to you as I am right now, where I'm at. And the reason why is because I want you to know that I accept you where you are. No matter who you are, how old you are, where you are at, I am here for you. I started a foundation which is called I Am Foundation Reach Out. And what that means is that it's exactly what it says. I Am Foundation Reach Out LLC. When you think about reaching out, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Exactly, reaching out. Think of a child or an infant that reaches their arms out when they are in need of something. They may not know what it is, but they need something. So they're reaching their arms out for what? For help, for assistance, for support, for love. As an adult, as a teen, what do? We reach out in some form, verbally with our words, or extended with our arms, or our body gives cues to let other people know that hey, we are in need of some help, some assistance, support, love, on and on and on. That's the beauty why I started the I Am Foundation Reach Out LLC, because I am here to reach out to you no matter where you are, how old you are, no matter where you come from, what you did, what you will do. I am here for you. I provide motivational speaking, life coaching, and support services. And that is exactly what it means. And a lot of people are like, I don't need no motivational speaker. I don't need no life coach. I don't need no support. You can bar humbug. Let me tell you something. Let me break that down for you, because one of the things I love to do also is educate. And educating means is just broadening your perspective, broadening your perception, broadening your definition of certain words and how they are used and the context of what they mean. We grow up and we get discipline into thinking what words mean and how they mean and the context and how they're interpreted. And then we come to find out as we continue to grow that it takes on a whole different meaning, or that there's other additives to that meaning that we have been conditioned to believe that it only means. So for right now, I'm going to take the moments to be able to give you that brief introduction of education. Motivational speaking. Everybody does it. Hello, what I just say? Everybody motivational speak. Motivation, what does that mean? That means an act to do something. Now, we not defining what's good, what's bad, because you can be motivated to do all kinds of things. What I'm talking about is motivation. That's what I'm talking about. Who does not, on the face of this planet, need or desire to be motivated? Guess what? We all do as human beings. It takes us to move from one thing to the next thing. That means that's action. So we're motivated to do something, motivated to go work, motivated to go do drugs, motivated to go and rob, motivated to be the best husband we can be in a relationship, motivated on and on and on. We all motivated to be the kid, motivated to saying the right things in order to get what we want. Everything takes an act of that motivation. And speaker, what do we do as human beings? We speak. What does a baby does when a baby needs something? It speaks. So how do we speak? Guess what? We just don't speak verbally because that's what we identify. We do, oh, if I'm not saying anything, a closed mouth don't get fed, and all these old sayings that we embrace and we follow after. Let me tell you something. You don't have to say one word verbally to know that somebody is in a need or something is going on with somebody. It's called body cues. It's called actions. And you know what they say? Actions speak louder than words. So you can see somebody doing something without them saying one word, and you can be like, wow, that person demonstrated an act of kindness, or that person demonstrated an act of love, or that person demonstrated an act of violence. You see what I mean? So you don't have to say a word in order for your actions to speak. So you can speak verbally, you can speak non-verbally. Think of somebody who is not blessed with the voice to be able to animate words. Okay? They are able to speak just as good as you and I are. Maybe they speak with their sign language through their hands. Maybe they speak with their body cues, but they are speaking. Maybe they writing something down. You can, so there is still forms of speaking. So we are texting all the time on these social medias. Guess what? That's a nonverbal cue. It's texting, but it's giving definition to what we want to say out of our mouth. And I'm not getting into the deciphering if it's good or bad. I'm just giving you the basic foundation of motivational speaking. We all do it all the time. And guess what? Whether you are five, whether you're 105, you still are giving off that speaking a language. Or you could be an infant. You can be 1 years old. You are still speaking a language. And it is moving somebody else to be able to do something. So we are all motivational speakers, all of us. But guess what? This is the thing that we do. We define, okay, Mr. Rage, I get you. Okay, you ain't got to say no more. You're going on and on and on. All right. I get it. I do motivational speak. Okay. Motivational speaking is just simply using words to move somebody to do something. Okay. The motivational speaking that I provide is uplifting, empowerment, it's inspiring someone to be able to rise up to know that they have the ability that they can achieve and to know that they are just as much as deserving as love as the person that you don't want to love. Amen. That's the reason why I started the I Am Foundation Reach Out LLC. www I am Foundation Reach Out LLC.com. I welcome. Okay. So motivational speaking, we all do it. We just define, okay, I do it to my mom, I do it to my dad, I do it to my brother, sister, niece, and nephews, but I don't do it for him and her. Or I do it for the groups that I choose to be a part of. I do it to those that I consider, listen to the key words, those that consider or that want to reach out to. And guess the reason why I started the I Am Foundation Reach Out LLC? You guessed it. To reach out to those, the very ones that you don't want to reach out to, because I want them to know that they are just as much as loved as the person that you choose to reach out to, because I want to reach out to them as well, equally as you do. Huh. So I motivate and speak. I don't care if I walk up to you in a grocery store. I don't care if I'm working with you. I don't care if you are surrounded in the neighborhood or my neighbor, what I have you. I am offering some form of inspiration to you. You know, how you doing? What's going on? Have a great day. Or something that I'm sharing, even just to listen to you, even if it's in that moment, because that's how I move. I move from one moment to the next moment. You heard the saying, one day at a time. Let me tell you something. In 24 hours, so much can happen that there are people that's overwhelmed. You can be overwhelmed because in that 24 hours is a lot. You're in a relationship, you got a job, your car break now. A lot of things happen within that time frame that you did not expect or that you did not have the thought to be able to bring in existence. It happened. Guess what? and you didn't expect it. And so now you got to deal with it. And now you got to deal with everything else that comes on your relationship, your mom, your dad, the co-workers, on and on and on. All that is in 24-hour window. Yes, take a deep breath because that is so overwhelming. But to make it from one moment to the next moment, guess what? Woo-hoo-hoo, I can do that. Okay. And that is all I'm here for, is to help you to know that you can make it from one moment to the next one. Okay. So we established motivational speaking and everybody does it. Okay. Life coaching. Bam. A lot of people say, I don't need no coach. And we associate coaching with a basketball coach, a football coach, a volleyball coach, and on and on and on. Let me tell you something. We are all coaches. Guess what? And what does a coach do? Think about it. It uplifts, it guides, they offer their opinions, their insight, their personal experiences. Why? Because they want to see you achieve to be your best. They want to see the group come together to win, to succeed, to do the best. That is the reason why we are investing in other people. Guess what? Who doesn't coach? We all do it. It just takes that label, that title, and attach it, and then we just lose sight of the context and what it actually means. Everybody coaches. You have a brother and sister, you don't tell your brother, hey, you know what? You need to leave that girl alone. Or tell your brother, hey, you know what? I'm sorry that you're going through that. I'm here for you. You don't have your mom, like, mom, let me help you do the dishes. On and on and on. We want to see other people do the best that they can. Guess what? And when that happens, you get rewarded and everybody else get rewarded. Guess what? That is a form of coaching. You can do it verbally, you can do it non-verbally. You can life coach verbally, and you can do it non-verbally. You can motivational speak verbally, and you can do it non-verbally. But guess what? We all do it, and we doing it both. Because if you have the power to be able to speak just like I'm speaking, you're also doing the same thing. You may not do it as much as I do, or you may not do it and think that it's really something that you want to identify yourself with. That's totally different. But guess what? You're still doing it. We are equipped as human beings to be able to offer our experience, our opinions, our perceptions, our thoughts, our comments, on and on and on to somebody else. And that's what we're doing. And life coaching and life, it's life. What's going on? Everything in life, marital relationships, family relationships, employee employer relationships, innocent people that you come in association with that you embrace as uh, acquaintances uh, relationship. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Oh Lord. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to swipe. I made a mistake and touched the computer and just swiped everybody out. My bad. Sorry about that. Let us get us back up and running. I do apologize for taking that up out of the equation. I have uh, just touched the computer and just swiped, and then next thing you know, everything was cleared out. I'm not for sure if I can get it back. I am not sure if I can get it back. I do apologize for that. I really do apologize for that. But as we might not have any more visual, but hopefully we still have the audio. And I am so sorry for what I just did. I am so sorry that I took us up out of there. Well, I am so sorry that I did this straight this. So for right now, I have to go and cut everything short. So I do apologize. We're back. So I do apologize for that. Um, I made a mistake and s- swiped the, yes, I did. So for right now, let us, let us keep moving. And, so with that being said, um, anyway, with that being said, I just want you to know, each and every one of you to know, I am here for you. I am truly here for you. So www dot I am foundation reach out LLC.com. You can contact me at any given time. I am here for you. And so, what I was sharing with each and every one of you is what motivational speaking, life coaching, and support services is what I, okay. I also want to let each and every one of you know that I started an organization which is called P.A.V.E.S.O. That is People Abuse Voices Everywhere Speaking Up. And what that said is that I am sick and tired of being compartmentalized, marginalized, and put up under this window. If you experience abuse, it doesn't matter how old you are, where you're from, what you did, what you're gonna do. Abuse is abuse. But you have certain organizations out there that says, well, if you have not experienced this type of abuse, there's nothing we can do for you. And I'm here to share with you that is not how we work. We are here to support anybody that experiences any type of abuse. So when I started the I Am Foundation Reach Out LLC, I have kept you in mind to let you know that you do and that you count and that you're loved. I wrote a book which is called Inspirational Quotes by Reggie, which is my creative author name. I've written it and it's on paperback, hardback, and it's on ebook. And right now, it's at online Amazon, Walmart, Barnes and Noble, Veteran Books, and Thrift Books, and so I am signing autographed copy. And in order to get that autographed copy, you have to call me at 1 USA 618 code 472-6669. You can reach me to get autographed copy of my book, Inspirational Books. And guess what? 50% of each book being sold, I am donating to those who have experienced various. So this hardback book, this paperback book, each separate book, 50% of each one of these books being sold is going to be donated to those who have experienced various abuse. Okay? And so with that also being said, a two for one. You get words of inspiration and you are making a contribution to those throughout the world who's experiencing some type of abuse. So you are reaching back and you are also reaching forward. Because guess what? Everybody is going to experience some type of abuse because that is how we are designed. We are designed to evolve in the perimeters of learning how to be the best we can be to each other, for each other. No different from a mom coming home from work, yelling at her son or the daughter, and on because of her frustration, and we chalk it off with that was just mom having a bad day. Well, that was just dad having a bad day. That was my brother's having on and on. However, it still does not take away from the fact that guess what? It was abuse. And mom and dad and husband and wife can apologize. Oh, I'm sorry I said that. I was mad. It still does not take away from the fact that it was what? Abuse. So we experience abuses in a variety of different forms, but it's still abuse. And so we have learned, and some of us take out of context the what abuse means. Here's the thing: we say what treat others the way that we want to be treated. So if you yell at me, I'm gonna yell right back at you. That is not how I want somebody to treat me. That is taken out of context of what it says. Treat someone else the way that you want to be treated. How do you feel when someone yell at you? You may say, "Oh, it don't bother me. I don't care. I can take it." Guess what? As a human being, it impacts you. So whether you put on this air of like you can take it and you can handle it, it's still at the bottom line you are impacted. And so we take that impact and we express it in different ways. However, it's still the bottom line is that you was impacted and that you experienced some form of abuse. And so that's the reason why I started the movement P.A.V.E.S.O. People abuse voices everywhere. Now. And that's the reason why I started the foundation. I am foundation. Reach out LLC.com to reach out to those to the very ones that you don't want to reach out to the very ones that you say, I don't want to touch him for whatever reason, what they did, what they look like, what they learned, go around, what they may do, on and on and on. All these compartmentalizations, these separations, these personal prejudicial views and judgments that we place upon each other. I'm here to say that I am here for you. When you tap into the www.IamFoundationReachOutLLC.com, the first page that you're going to get is no judgment zone. And that's exactly what it means. I don't care how old you are, where you from, what you did, what you're gonna do, what you may do, what you're wearing, who you're what around, on and on and on. I don't care because that has nothing to do with me. That's between you and how you choose to live and function and who you choose to give your homage to. So, but what matters to me is that you are a human being. What matters to me is that you deserve to be loved just like I do. And what matters to me is that you deserve to be loved just like every single human being on the face of this planet. And so I want each and every one of you, and I challenge you to think outside of what we think love means, because we all have a different definition of what love means. Love is in itself. It has no judgments. It has no compartmentalizations. It has no limitations. It has no marginalizations. It don't have that. It just is. That's amazing. That's powerful. So I encourage you to join me in my fight to help me to help those who experience various abuses and providing assistance for them financially and then by providing assistance for them with support to let them know that they're not alone, to let you know that you're not alone. So I'm appealing to the public and I'm appealing to you for donations. When you tap in www.iamfoundationreachoutllc.com, you're going to get my webpage, and there's a donate button that you can click, and there is P.A.V.E.S.O that you can see some information regarding the reason why I'm appealing for donation. And with that being said, you can donate whatever specific dollar amount, or you can donate whatever you want. But every dime is going to be used to be helping those who experience various abuses throughout the world. And I'm not just talking about it. I'm not just doing it. I'm talking it and doing it because I am leading the way. I'm the forerunner of donating 50% of each book that I have published out there to help those who have experienced some type of abuse. Guess what? I am here for you. I hear you. I personally experienced sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, and emotional abuse. So I can relate with you. And the experience that we have experienced, you don't need a degree to experience that. You don't need a degree to be able to share it. Share that. So yes, I don't have a psychologist degree, a psychiatrist degree, a counselor degree, all these other certificates and things like that. But what qualifies me is my experience. What qualifies you is your experience. And what makes us relatable is that the thoughts and emotions that we experience are what we are going to experience and fluctuate through as human beings. Who out there haven't experienced sadness? Who out there haven't experienced pain and hurt and disappointment and betrayal and fears and confusion and doubt and unlove and rejection? On and on and on. We all have experienced that, and we're going to experience that because we are human beings. So whether we're able to identify it, whether we are able to give context to it, we still are experiencing it and have experienced those underneath what event transpired in our life. And that is what brings us together. And that's what I'm about. I'm about reaching out to the very person that you don't want to be reached out to. I am for that very person that nobody else wants to reach out to let them know that they are worthy for someone to reach out to. And I'm here. So I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to come before you to speak my message. I do apologize for this audio technology and me messing up the computer, wiping out us from the beginning. I hate that, but it did not stop the show because we are still here and we came back and we got something going to let you know that the show will carry on. So I thank you, and I want each and every one of you to have a good night. Thank you for your time, your assistance. You will hear more from me. So thank you.